Hello and welcome back to New World. So there's a brand new hyper-realistic life simulation game called InZOI that is releasing this year, and I got to play the game early. Yes, 6 months ago I played about 15 hours of the game, but now 6 months later, after a long waiting period, I was able to play InZOI again, and I'm about 40 hours into this game. So I have a ton of stuff to talk about. They added in new features, they added in new gameplay mechanics, they added in cars, and a lot of things they added in with the karma system as well, and they also fixed some things. So we have a lot to talk about in this video. I'm not going to waste any
so detailed.
Make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button down below as we have a ton of content releasing for this game. Now, I also want to say thank you to Crafton for being able to let me play this game early and give my full opinion about this game. So I'm not going to give y'all any BS. I'm going to tell y'all what I like about the game, what I don't like about the game. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I'm not going to waste any of you guys' time. Let's go ahead and hop into the brand new InZOI experience. Now, first things first, let's talk about performance. Now, I was playing this on an RTX 4090, a Ryzen 9 7950X 3D with 64 gigabytes of DDR5, 6000 megahertz RAM. So I'm playing this on a really good computer. Now, graphic settings, I ran this at ultra high. I also had DLSS on quality, and I also had frame generation on. I also ran the DLSS 4 override. Shout out to Boring Bones for helping me with the configuration. So the game looks really, really good, and surprisingly, it looks better.
Like, you can't do none of this shit on Sims, bro.
What I mean by that is when you're playing the game natively with no frame gen, no DLSS on at all, the image is...
Please, what are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
Significantly softer
you talking
than
about
when we run it with DLSS 4 with DLSS on quality. It looks totally different. The image is just a tad bit sharper with DLSS on than it is with it off. Now, when it comes to performance, running this game natively, I was at about 65 to 70 FPS. That is about a 5% increase from when I previously played the game 6 months ago. And now when I'm playing it with DLSS on, with frame gen, I'm averaging around 120 FPS. So I get a significantly better and sharper image quality. I get better performance. When it comes to that aspect, it is a win-win for me, especially when this game has so much graphical fidelity. I am now able to play this game over 100 FPS with DLSS on and also not sacrifice image quality.
Yo, the customizations is fucking crazy, bro. No, don't worry about the specs. He's about to stop talking about it.
At all. All right, so let's move on to CreatorZOI. Now, in CreatorZOI, there are 6 different ages that you can choose from when you are creating your character. You have child, teenager, young adult, adult, middle-aged, and senior. Yes, but each of these different Zois do have different time periods that go in between when each age up. Now, the CreatorZOI is absolutely phenomenal. It looks really, really good. These characters look realistic. Like, they are some of the most realistic characters that I've ever seen in gaming. You can literally create anybody that you want. This was not open for us during this playtest period, so I wasn't able to, get some Zois from the very, very talented creators. So I had to build everybody by myself. It took a lot of time, but it really helped me understand some features, learn about the thing more. So as you're seeing in this gameplay, I'm creating myself. I also created other Zois around the world that kind of fit the immersion that I wanted, because I wanted to make a really good InZOI save file that we're going to be able to play if you guys want to tune into that.
When he starts breaking down the details and features and shit, is crazy. He's going to show gameplay
section.
Crazy,
in the CreatorZOI, there are tons of new features that we weren't able to get before that I know you guys are going to be extremely excited about. We have new features like piercings. We have facial piercings, we have different nose rings, we have different lip rings. There's also tattoos in the game. They're kind of introducing it a little bit. So we have different neck tattoos, you have face paint that you can put on your Zoe now. There's also new things like custom necklaces. So you can go in and make a custom necklace. For right now, you can change the pendants. You can also change the different necklace type that you want. There's also watch faces. You can't do nothing like this. The color of the watches. There's also the ability to change different shirts. So if you're going into CreatorZOI and you're trying to create a certain shirt that you want, and you can't really find the fitting, you can head over to that custom tab and create a shirt of your liking. Now, they do have things like AI textures as well, so you can go in and type in a texture, but they also have the ability to be able to load in a texture from your picture. So in my InZOI save file, I have this company called Zogue, and they're basically a fashion company. So I ended up just creating their logo and putting it on the clothes, and it really fleshed out the creativity for me. And it's very easy to do it and take like 2 seconds. Loaded up Photoshop, typed it in, put it there, made sure I copied the exact swatch number so I knew that the colors wouldn't be too different from the shirt.
You can find on here.
It is that easy, and your creativity can go anywhere. I know there's a
saw a nigga fighting at the gym. I'll bring the video up.
Know how to make realistic characters. So being able to do that is insane. Now they also have different body types. They also fixed.
Let's fast forward a little bit, because fast forward this a little bit. Wait, what was that?
AI emote feature. So what
Nigga,
this
they got
means
AI emote features
is,
that
and
you
a lot
can
of
put
people
in the game.
that make machinimas are going to love this. They've added in a AI emote feature. So what this means is you can take a pose from either yourself or online,
Crazy.
and you put that pose into the AI generator, and it will try to generate the pose. Now, it's not perfect.
Nigga, this is crazy, bro. You can literally be yourself, bro.
Development right now. Hands aren't really synced up as well, so their hands are going to look like this. So when you're trying to create, it's going to look like this. But
I'm about to upload mad pictures of myself, bro. That shit gonna be fire.
Like this implementation of this feature. This is really, really cool.
Sims is not doing
this. It does
this,
need a little bit of work,
Sims.
but I know modders are going to love this. I know machinima makers are going to love this. This really enhances the ability to be able to create any type of ZOI you want, any type of storyline you want, any type of thing you want. And also, yes, as you can see in this, you're also able to kind of tweak different lighting. So if you want it to be moody, you want to change the background colors, you can do that as well to make the perfect ZOI that you want. Game. All right, so now let's head over to gameplay and what gameplay features has InZOI added. And they added a ton of gameplay features. Now, I'm going to go over as much as I can because there's a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that I probably missed out on. To start off, I'm going to say that gameplay feels completely different than the Sims. When you walk into the game, you have WASD. Also cars around in this game, so you can buy and purchase your own custom cars. They also have Hyundai cars, and these cars look really good. It goes to show the model texture and the quality that can be implemented into this game. So like I said, I'm very keen on modders. Modders should be very excited about this because us being able to add in more cars, and hopefully in the future we get more additions of realistic cars.
It's dead ass over for Sims, bruh. This shit over with. It's raps. Oh no. Nah, deadass, this shit might be over with, nigga. Nigga, we first person in the whip, nigga? Nah, it's over with, bro. Excuse me. Chat, it might be over with, bro. Deadass. It might really be over with for Sims, bro. Because if they not coming like this on Sims 5, bro, it's raps. And this is just going to keep on updating. It's just going to constantly update. Shit might be over with.
The game is really, really good. But when you sit there and you control,
I'm going to be streaming this, y'all. So
this game, you press the home tab, you put the walls up, you feel like you're inside of the game.
Don't tell me you can hoop. Don't tell me you can hoop, bro.
It looks really, really good.
Don't tell me.
Graphically, this game is gorgeous.
Look at this.
Beautiful, beautiful looking.
Look at this.
There are some bugs. I'm going to talk about that later in this video.
That's fine.
But as of right now,
messages. What? You can do that on Sims too, but not like this. That's
side and how beautiful this game is, it is insane. They enhanced the lighting from the last time that I played, so now the sun hits perfectly. They also kind of enhanced and add in a little bit more stuff in the world, so like the cafe looks different. There's like graffiti on the walls. There's the implementation.
And this is just early. He's playing an early access build. He's not playing the main build. And the modder's gonna be wildin'. I'm gonna be wildin', bro. I mod all my PC games. Starfield, Sims, GTA, everything that I play on PC on this bad boy, I mod. So I'm gonna be modding like a motherfucker.
Being able to add signs and things like that inside of the game.
You can customize the
signs, weather, all of this.
Customize
and what I did was, when I told you about the ZOIs that I made, I ended up making the cities and the houses and putting them on the billboard. So as I'm
chat, do y'all want me to stream this? Cause be real with me. First of all, let's go full screen for this one. First of all, let's get that out of the way. First of all, I want y'all to see this motherfucker. He haven't even gotten to the good shit. First of all, do y'all want me to stream this? Yeah, it's only on PC right now. It will be on PlayStation and shit like that later on, but it's on PC. It comes out on the 28th. I might take off work early. Bro, this is crazy, bro. I will be streaming this on the 28th if y'all want to watch. My laptop's not like 4090 or nothing like that, but it's going to do the job. I'm going to make sure of that. Hopefully. Hopefully it don't glitch. I'm gonna test it out beforehand, and then we're gonna get. If I could play Sims, I could play this. I think we'd be all right.
Walking around in the game, I see different billboards of the Zoids that I created in this save file, and it looks and it feels so realistic. And I was able to do that where when you hop into the game and you hop into the gameplay experience, it is up to you to create what you want to create in this game. So if you want to create models, and you want billboard, you can do that without having to add mods. If you want to live a extremely rich life, you can. If you want to live an extremely poor life, you can. The gameplay feels very, very good, and we're going to go a little bit more deeper into the gameplay. So let's go ahead and hop into relationships. So like in the previous video that I made about InZOI, there are 3 different tiers. You have the business tier, the romance tier, and the friendship tier. Now, the business tier is relatively the same. You talk to Zoids a little bit more. The more that you progress and the more that you talk, you unlock different social abilities to be able to say something different, or have different animations and things like that. Let's talk about the romance tier. Now, InZOI did say that they wanted Zoids to be just a little bit more intimate and a little bit more affectionate. Now, they have new romance features, of course. You can now kiss your Zoids. You can do heartfelt hugs. You can give gifts. You can plan dates. Now you can do things like date features and scheduling. You can now schedule different events for your Zoids. So if you want a Zoid, you want to have a whole bunch of people meet up at the lounge, you can go to each different Zoid around the world, set their schedule.
You can literally schedule your events for the week, nigga. Yo, listen, we planning this a week ahead of time. We planning this on this day next week. Everybody meet here. Oh, it's so fucking lit.
And be able to go there together. Now, it does require a little bit of work. I really hope it's a little bit easier to do, but as of right now, the playtest.
So you schedule it on a day, and then you put the times of how long you want the. Oh my god, bro, this is insane, bro. Where to meet at and everything. It's fucking crazy. Sorry for all the cursing. I do apologize. YouTube, I apologize. But still, I'm hyped, bro.
If you want to have all your Zoids kind of meet up in one spot, you can now set different schedules for those Zoids. But going back into romance, now the romance factor is pretty decent as far as what you can do, things you can say.
Because I don't be smashing nobody in real life, bro. Only my girl, bro. You know what I'm saying? On the Sims, bro. Or just not even Sims, just InZOI. InZOI, I'm wildin'. I love both though. I love Sims. Like I would never stop loving Sims. But InZOI is like that, and they got stupid comp. Imagine a company comes out, right? Makes an NFL game, and everything is realistic, like to the point where, like, nigga, you literally gotta go home, plan shit, go train, really go do it though, and really walk out and go to your car and go to a fan might come up to you. That shit is crazy, bro. This is the equivalent of InZOI. InZOI is Sims, but on mega steroids. You never played. Oof, damn, bro. Feel bad for you. But I'm gonna be real with you, my brother. Damn, I've been playing Sims since I was a little kid. Since I was like 6, 7. Yeah, bro. I've played every single Sims ever created. Literally, bro. Castaway. Sims 2, Sims 2 Pets, all of that shit. Every single one of them, bro.
Just a little bit more modernized and more realistic than gameplay-wise.
Wait till you get into the deeper shit.
But it just has a different
y'all haven't seen shit yet.
I don't know if I'm doing that correctly, but it does have a different feel to it. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy about the showers and also the animation feature when it comes to getting a little bit more intimate with the Zoid that you met. And I'm going to be honest, the new animation that they replaced from the animation to this like new hearts sparking feature. I like the animation, but I don't think people are gonna like it at all. It really does fill up your screen, and you can kind of see like the Zoid's eyes. They're like black, so you can tell they're just laying in the bed. I don't know what that's about.
You see how it says cough, cough? And it's coming from the other room. That's fire.
As far as the romance features concerned, they added in a little bit more intimacy in the game. You can peck and give hugs and things like that. But as far as going beyond that and going into a more intimate setting, it is very, very T-rated.
The mods is gonna be crazy. Wicked Win mod on here. Oh.
I would say
Actually,
very
way too
T-rated.
realistic.
So I don't know how people are gonna feel about that. I know that might be a little bit controversial, but based off what we got, I like the animation, but I don't know. Maybe they could do something about that because it is in early access. So we gotta let our opinions be heard and say, look, we might want something different than that one.
Right.
Another really cool thing about your ZOIs is now the ZOIs have preferences. So there are different.
Hey, listen, off rip, gaming, music, off rip, foods, every food, nigga, fitness. All free. You could choose the type of fitness, sports, all that. Boxing, all that's fire.
Preferences in the game that you can set what ZOI's like. It's very easy to do. It's like very simultaneous. You click it, menu pops up, select it on and off. You don't have to go through a whole entire loading screen to set it. Like, it's very easy, simple, to the point. Your ZOI likes this and that. And when you choose the traits that you make in Create a ZOI, it does kind of flesh it out for you already. So you don't have to do too much, and it's not too random. It just makes sense. It fits for your ZOI. Now, inside of the game, you are playing and you are talking. You do have skills and things like cooking and music producing skills. And in this video, I'm showing
music producing skills, nigga. I'm about to be in a booth, nigga.
On you guys,
look at this shit
that I like a lot about the skills, and I made a ZOI that really
nigga got Pac. This not even mods. This is not even mods, bro. You could take a picture and just put it in the game and to put it on a fucking poster or any picture, bro. You cannot do that on Sims, bro. Nigga got his own studio. Tweaking, bro. I am going crazy. This is gonna be one of the greatest games I have ever played in my life, bro.
Really enjoy music.
Easily.
As you can see,
Nas,
I customized his room.
Mike,
gave him
Kenny,
he likes real rap, so he likes the Kendrick Lamar's, the Tupac's. Like, he likes that kind of rap. There's an ability to make beats. Like, you can make beats and kind of fill that skill up. And the more skills that you have, the more beats that you can make. So I was having him go in, having the sister come in the room.
He's literally making a fucking beat. He's literally making a beat. Bro, nah, this is fucking crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro.
Like a lot about the skills, and I made a ZOI that really enjoyed music. As you can see, I kind of customized his room, gave him he likes real rap, so he likes the Kendrick Lamar's, the Tupac's. Like, he likes that kind of rap. There's an ability to make beats. Like, you can make beats and
go back. I gotta see what else it said. What else did it say? What else did it say?
Enjoy music. As you can see, I kind of customized his room, gave him he likes real rap, so he likes the Kendrick Lamar's, the Tupac's. Like,
compose music, work on programming, create a video, so you can do content creating as well. I'm gonna be a content creator on here as well.
He likes that kind of rap. There's an
classic hip hop beats. Oh my god!
An ability to make beats.
So you got levels. Oh, you got levels. So what levels you could do movie score? You could do. This is going to be the fucking one of the greatest games ever.
Beats and kind of fill that skill up. And the more skills that you have, the more beats that you can make. So I was having him go in, having his sister come in the room, like listen to his music, catch a vibe with him, talk about music. And it was a very, very fun and cool experience that the more that you play with these ZOIs, things unlock. One thing that I can say with the cooking skill, the higher your cooking skill, the more full your ZOI does.
Streaming this all day.
With a very high cooking skill, when you are eating food, the bar is going to fill up to almost max. But if a ZOI and they don't know how to cook, you're going to be hungry again in a couple of hours. It's only so many noodles that you can eat until you're like, yo, I need some real food. So that's a really cool experience when it comes to InZOI.
He's actually fucking cutting down. Shit, it's so lit. It's so detailed. Look, he's actually cutting that joint. Like, literally, not just cutting and little pieces of food popping up or whatever. He's actually, I'm going to be a content creator on there. Hell yeah. I'm going to be a content creator and an artist.
I need some real food. So that's a really cool experience when it comes to InZOI and about just the skill system. Now, going beyond skills and abilities, there is a karma system. And the karma system in this game is really, really good. Now, when you are inside of the game, you can be a good ZOI. It tracks like all of the ZOIs, different karmas and things like that, so you can see it. But with different karma comes different ways that people interact with you in this world. So if you are a good ZOI, you receive gifts. A lot of people open up to you more. Your friendship bar goes by a little bit faster. Like, it plays off very, very well when it comes to being a good ZOI. But let's talk about the bad ones, right? I made a ZOI called Mr. Greg Gregingson. And he's an old guy. He stays in like a very rundown apartment, very old, very just like, you could tell he wake up and he just want to be annoying. I gave him
Yeah,
a green old guy car, and I just wanted to be a terrible person. So for 40 minutes straight, I was just going around being a terrible Zoe. I was extorting people for money. I was dropping trash on the floor. I was farting in public places. I was causing arguments at restaurants and on the side of the street. I was punching officers in the face. Now,
shit! Dalton, he smacked the shit out of that nigga. They really fight on here. Real life fight. Not that bull. Mink. Oh.
It took a lot for my Zoid to be able to go to prison. And yes, I said go to prison. I was at a stop sign and somebody decided to say something to me because my karma is bad. And he just wanted to yell at me like, what are you yelling at me for? So
Mink.
I punched him in the face and then I extorted him for money. And I thought it was nothing. I was like, man, I wonder when the cops are going to come. There was about 4 cops that ran up on me on screen. And I was like, yo, no way this has happened. I thought the police system was broken. No,
nah,
it's
they
not.
ran up on him.
Into prison. And
I'm done. I'm done. I'm sold, bro. I'm sold, bro. I'm sold, bro. I'm sold, bro. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro. Oh my God. Crazy.
I don't know how long. He didn't tell me how long I was going to stay in there, but I was playing the game for about an hour. I was
really in jail,
I don't know
bro.
How long he got arrested for? I don't know what case they built up with me, but there is a police system, and it's not perfect. I do wish I got arrested as soon as I punched a cop in the face, but that's not what happened. But these are the gameplay things that I was able to experience in InZOI that have really made me like, yo, this is
different.
They cooked. I'm not gonna lie. They did a very, very good job. Of course, when it comes to gameplay, can your Zoe go to work? They can drive. They can go to prison. They can do X, Y, and Z. But can your Zoe go to work? Yes. Your Zoe can actually have a job and they can go to those jobs. Now, they also added in a couple of rabbit hole jobs that I think they're trying to flesh out behind the scenes to make those jobs actually enterable.
Slim, you see that?
Like you have law firms, you have sports jobs, you have the regular, business jobs as well. Now the jobs that you can go into, there are a lot of jobs that you can go into, but you can work in the furniture store, you can work at the restaurant, you can work on the beach. So there's a lot of things that you can do in the game from a job experience, and you can actually go to those places. All right, now speaking of gameplay, let's talk about one of the most hyped up features about InZOI, and that is Smart Zoid. Now, what Smart Zoid is it's basically an AI feature that gives your Zoid the ability to think and have thoughts, and you can see what they're talking about. And it is a very, very cool feature that I think really does add and enhance the gameplay experience. So
you can see what people are thinking about AI.
when you're going around and you're just playing the game, you can switch it on to off. It's very simple. You go into settings, you can turn it off for everybody, or you can just simply turn it on, and then you're also able to, if you really want to turn it on, you can just hit the swatch at the bottom right-hand side of your UI, and it is very simple, seamless, to the point. It adds in that extra layer of immersion for you, so you're able to really just see what InZOI is thinking, what they're talking about. Perfect example, I'm using my music Zoid once again. What I did was I just typed in, he enjoys music, right? And he wants to talk about music with his family, or he just wants to record and make music. And he goes around and he talks to his mom about, K-pop industry and talk about songs, and he just goes around the house and talks to his parents and everybody around the world about what he's passionate about. And he says, oh, I really like this feedback, I'm gonna go in and I gotta make something creative, I gotta do it. But one thing about Smart Zoid, it is very much in early access, so a lot of the things start to get a little bit repetitive when it comes to the thoughts. It's like, yeah, I like this, I gotta channel this into something, I gotta channel this into something, I gotta channel this into something. And then when they say that, the only thing that I have to say about it is my Zoid is a music Zoid, and he talks about music, but he doesn't make it on his own. I have to go in, I have to click the piano or click the computer to compose those beats and things like that. So when you enable it, just know that you're enabling it, and you can't just sit back and they'll just do a whole bunch of things that pertain to the task, but they will talk about it. And that in and of itself is very innovative. It does need work. They were telling us, like, look, make sure that you give us enough feedback about this feature because we need to know what needs to be improved. Now, also, when you do enable Smart ZOI and you go around the world, everybody has thoughts. Everybody does a whole bunch of stuff. You have lost ZOIs that's looking around. They don't know what's really going on.
This is going to be the greatest game, one of the greatest games ever.
And there's people that argue and just talk, and you can just see each and every single thought of those ZOIs. And if you really want to have that super immersive experience, then you can get that as well. It's not perfect. It does need work, but based off of what I played and based off of what I've seen and what I've experienced with Smart ZOI, I think that is a step in the right direction if you want super hyper realism to the point where like those characters have their own thoughts. It's a very much in the early stages. I really can't wait to see what it looks like in the future and what it can be, because based off of what I've seen, I like it. It's cool, but it needs a lot of work, and that is something that I don't want to just say this is perfect. It's no, but it's gonna be great, amazing feature that adds into a very just new feeling, very realistic feeling to this game that really enhanced the real life experience. All right, so next let's discuss build mode. Now, build mode, I am not as experienced at build mode at all. I am not a builder. I tried my absolute hardest to try to become a builder in this game, and just like how I am in The Sims, I am terrible. So don't look at me too much for build mode, but I'm going to talk about a couple features. I'm just going to show you guys, just looking around some of this footage, what you can potentially build in this game. Now, build mode is very, very cool. It is just as customizable as Creator ZOI. So there are a lot of things that you can customize. You can customize different layers of each object that you have. So when you have a couch, you can customize the legs of the couch.
So you can't do this on Sims.
The base of the couch, the pillows, same thing with the bed. You cannot do that on Sims. Flowers, you can actually customize the color of the base and also the flower as well. There's a lot of things you can also add in custom paintings and things like that in your game. Now, like I said, there is an AI feature. I rarely use the AI feature. I use more of the load texture feature where I'm actually just able to go in and download something from Google. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. And there's also an AI feature where you're able to take a picture of an object in your home and put it inside of your game. Really? So I scan. What? Oh my God. It just gets better and better, bro. You could take a picture of an object and the AI system will scan it and put that object in your bucket. Ain't no way. Aemon Targaryen Funko Pop, I took a picture of it and I was like, okay, let me see what this looked like. And it looked okay when I scanned it, but then when I saw it in person, I'm like, hold on. In game, it looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. The things that you're able to create and the things that you're able to do in build mode is insane. Like, the build mode is so customizable. I'm about to have so many collectibles, bro. The canvas was not open for me, so I'm so many collectibles that I was not able to get those really, really cool buildings and structures that a lot of people that are very, very talented in making. But there are different presets when you go into the game. So if you load into an empty lot, there are different preset homes that you can choose from that look really good. I know all of them aren't there from the last playtest. Some of them look different. Like I said, this is a playtest build, so I'm not going to say too much about the things that aren't in there because I want to see what comes in early access, and that's when we can really talk about the game. Early access is going to be fired this weekend. What's added? What's new? When the canvas opens up, I know that's going to be a completely different experience, mainly because
12. I think it drops at 12. Let's check Steam. Let's check Steam. Bro.
Like in InZOI, the bugs. Oh my goodness, got bugs. Were there bugs? But again, he was playing. He was playing a very, very early version of this game, like early. You know what I'm saying? So the early access is not going to be like this. All right? Just let y'all know. In this playtest, I'm going to talk about each and every one of them in the video. Let's just say before I get into this, I appreciate you for me being able to be honest about these bugs. All right, so when it comes to bugs, I have a whole list of bugs right on the right side of my screen. I'm going to read these off to you guys. There is one bug that stands out among a lot of them, and one of the biggest bugs that I encountered was when you create your ZOI in game, and this was something that they said they were going to work on as soon as I sent it. So I mean, this was probably an issue or probably something that they talked about internally, but there's an issue where once you create your ZOI and you put them in the game, some features do not appear like they do in the game. Yeah, I don't like that. I know it's a bug because the person that's in the same household looks how they look inside of Creator ZOI. So it is very interesting to see that like, certain ZOIs look how they look in CAS, and then when you get out of CAS, they don't look the same. It is a very hit or miss sometimes with that, and I really do hope they get that improved and fixed. Like I said, this is the playtest build. It's not the early access build, so I hope these things are added. That was a huge one for me because that ZOI did not look how they looked, and I really wanted to get an outside shot of the ZOI, but the features just did not make any sense. But for the male ZOI, he looked exactly how he looks inside of Kaz, and I can say that about a lot of the other ZOIs in the game. It's just that one in particular, that one just didn't look right. I don't know what is going on. But gameplay, one of the things in this game that I noticed almost immediately is the fact that I am not able to see surrounding cars when I hop inside of my car. So I would get inside of the car, and as soon as I press the W
in the
key,
car,
all
you
the
can't
cars
see
disappear.
surrounding
It's like
cars.
no cars there. Previously in the playtest, I got in the car, I was stuck in traffic. Now the traffic just goes. Now I don't know if they did this for optimization purposes, so a lot of people can play it and not have to, sacrifice so much performance, but it is a very huge bug because it's like, what is going on here? Why am I getting in the car and there's no cars around? What happened? Another thing, speaking of things disappearing, the draw distance in the game is not that great. Now, the draw distance, I have a 40-90. I'm running this game maxed out.
Yeah.
The draw distance is one of the things that shine the most because I'm able to see something that's very, very far away in its highest fidelity. Right. That's the whole point of me having a 40-90 is to play 4K, maxed out, seeing things far away, super sharp, look great. But as I'm panning the camera, and I addressed this, I think the first day that I got it, automatically you can tell. There's pop-in issues. There's certain meshes and buildings that are,
and it's the playtest build, so he's
I
good.
recommended them.
It's gonna get better, so we good.
Making it and sacrificing it for everybody.
We're gonna be all right.
Do like
is that Santa Monica? Little miniature Santa Monica? That's a Santa Monica building.
Texture pack, like I believe Kingdom Come Deliverance did, where the people that have those
it's a miniature version.
Download this, added texture pack through Steam, you'll be able to have a little bit more fidelity with your game. That way, people that have the normal, relative, affordable specs and the people that have the super beefed up high-end specs can, have a very good experience in their own way instead of all having it be kind of conjoined into one another.
It don't gotta be like that.
Lighting is beautiful. It is absolutely amazing. The daytime lighting in this game looks really, really good. But when you go home and it's the nighttime, the image breaks apart a lot. It is a very, very, very flat image at night. And the reason why I believe so is in the game, the lighting of the game, because they have, different positions and you can level the floors and things like that. I think the ray tracing kind of takes the data from around the world and does the lighting, right? So if you pan down and the roof is cut off at the top, then you get to see like how the game and how the room looks throughout the perspective of your ZOI, and then you can look at how the game looks through the perspective of you and you playing it. But lighting does bleed through other rooms, so you can have a lamp in this room, and then you can have another lamp in this room, and you put the walls up, so you got two different lamps here. But this lamp would bleed through the wall, not through the door, but through the wall, and it'll be there. And I'm like, we need to fix that. We can't have that. We can, because it'll make rooms very bright, like super duper bright. And I don't know if that is something, because daytime lighting is like insane, as y'all can see. Just crazy. That nighttime lighting, man, where my ZOIs don't look good at all. I mean, even turning off the lights and trying to get the lighting right the best way that I can isn't perfect. And I do hope that
this game is a banger, though.
We need to keep all the fidelity. We need to make sure that when we're going from room to room, the lighting looks well in day and at night, because this is a realistic, very high quality, ray traced used game, and I want it to look great so it doesn't feel like people can only enjoy the game in its highest fidelity in the daytime. So that is something that graphically I do really want to get changed. There's a lot of shadows that flicker and things like that, and one thing that I remember is with Cyberpunk 2077, this was an issue before ray reconstruction was introduced. So I mentioned maybe add in ray reconstruction that might fix the problem. Let's talk about gameplay a little bit more, and ZOIs, they will wash dishes in the bathroom. I know.
I hate that.
That is a meme waiting to happen because so many people are like, yeah, we want better AI with InZOI, and we don't want people washing dishes in the bathroom. Well, they do it in this one too. So. Another gameplay issue is that ZOIs, a lot of the time, they wanted to add in multitasking, and they did. They added in multitasking. You're able to sit while you're talking. You're able to, just do a lot of things at once. Differently than you were able to do in the first playtest that I was able to play. But now, for some reason, ZOIs will do nothing but sit down and talk. So you will be right in front of somebody, you want to talk to them, and they'll just go into an entirely different room and then you'll
sit down and
talk. Especially at the furniture store. Employee at the furniture store to not sit down on the furniture that they're selling and have a conversation. I've never seen that. I've been to IKEA a lot of times. Now, one time I've ever
go straight
seen
to sitting down. They don't want to stand up at all.
At the display
they should have it to where, like, sort of like Sims, like you go to the person, start talking, then you have the option to sit down and talk. Like you while you're talking, when you press a chair or something like that, sit down and you continue talking when you go into. It shouldn't just have you go straight to sitting down.
And have a conversation. I've never seen
like
that.
that.
I've only seen that with customers. Customers maybe can do it. Employees, no. But like that is something that I noticed as well that just didn't make any sense at all. Those are some of the things. Like I said, this game is coming out in early access. So they're basically presenting the game to us in a way that they're saying, tell us what's wrong. Right? One of the things that I really appreciate about K-June, the developer, is the fact that he put a big emphasis on, please don't hype this game up. Tell me what's broken. And I respect that. I can go and I can say, man, I really like this, but man, y'all kind of missed the mark on this one, or I really want this to be added. And they open up that communication. And
that's
with
dope.
Them releasing
that's a real, that's dope.
Everybody, they're saying they want the opinion of the world and say, what life simulation game do you want? This is what I have in mind. Now it's up to us as a community to flesh this out, be a community, talk about the things we don't like, add in the things that we do, have a conversation, be a community, and make this life simulation game the game that we want it to be. I really appreciate y'all for watching this video. It's a quick breakdown of basically the experience that I had in InZOI, because we have so much content with this game. I am very, very, very excited to be able to showcase this game to you all, play this game with you all.
I'm ready for this, bro. I started
this channel when I first did the InZOI video. I had 1,000 subs. We are very close to 50,000 subscribers in 6 months. So you guys have been showing nothing but love, and I'm going to make sure I lock in and give y'all the best content with this game possible. So make sure y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe button down below. Let me know some things that you've seen or some things that you want to know about, some video ideas. Let me know down below, because we are about to have an amazing time with this game. I appreciate y'all. New World out. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. He's dope as hell, bro. Nah, but that's fire. Like, I'm looking forward to it, man. Like, bro, this shit gonna be so tough, bro. I'm looking forward to this shit. I can't wait to play it. Can't wait to play it. Somebody's playing it right now.